Hi, Holcomb friends. Mrs. Earls here, sitting in my reading nook in my house. And I wanted to read you a story that I read to my children the other night that I absolutely just enjoyed. And so I wanted to read The Pot with the Hole. Deep in the mountains lived a gardener. His little house stood in the middle of the garden he had planted and tended for many years. Every morning he walked down the path to the stream where he filled 2 pots with water for his garden. With the pots full and balanced on either end of a wooden pole, he carried them up the path that led to his little house on the hillside. Nearby, animals often greeted them. "Beautiful day," a lark called out. "Yes, it is the beginning of spring," one of the pots replied. "It looks like heavy work," a hedgehog called out. "It is," the other pot replied, "and we don't want to spill a drop." The pots felt proud that they could help the gardener in his work. But one morning, while carrying the water up the mountain, the gardener slipped and fell. One of the pots hit a rock, which made a little hole in it. Oh no. "Oh no," the pot exclaimed, "I'm leaking." As the gardener continued walking up the path, the leaky pot, drip by drip, slowly emptied. By the time he reached the garden, there was very little water left in the pot to pour on the flowers. Oh, he's sad. Day after day, week after week, the same thing happened. Water leaked from the hole in the pot, drip, 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 as the gardener carried it up the path. Some weeks later, as the gardener was taking a rest, the pot without a hole spoke to the leaky pot. "You are completely useless," he said. The pot with the hole was upset. "Why are you being so mean to me? Because you're no good at all with that hole in you." That's not nice. The pot with the hole felt ashamed of himself. He felt he was no use to the gardener anymore. When the lark greeted him with "Beautiful morning," the pot didn't reply. When the hedgehog started a conversation, the pot said, "I don't feel like talking. Leave me alone." The hedgehog turned away as fast as his little legs could carry him. Whenever the gardener watered his plants, the pot with the hole thought, "This garden looks so beautiful with its flowers and trees swaying in the wind. The gardener works hard caring for the plants, but so little of the water that I carry reaches the garden. He must be very disappointed with me. Finally, he could no longer hold back his tears. The gardener noticed immediately and went over to ask what was wrong. "Why are you so sad?" the gardener asked. "Because of this hole in me. I can't do what I'm supposed to do. I'm useless." "It is true that you have a hole," the gardener said, "but that doesn't mean you are useless." "I am," the pot sobbed. "I can't even carry a full load of water to your garden." Now, the gardener comforted him. "Listen to me. As soon as I realized you had a hole, I started planting seeds along the path. Thanks to you, I can water those seeds a little every day as we go back up the hill." The pot stopped sobbing. "Take a look at the path," the gardener said. The pot with the hole raised his eyes and was astonished by what he saw. Along one side of the path, magnificent flowers were in full bloom. Bees buzzed around, gathering nectar, and butterflies skipped from flower to flower. Look at all of those beautiful flowers. The pot with the hole had been so caught up in trying to hide his leak, he hadn't noticed the changes in the path. For a while, he just sat there amazed. The other pot also saw how beautiful the path looked, and he apologized for having been so mean. The next morning, both pots were happy again. "The path looks wonderful," the lark called out. "Good job," the hedgehog said to the pot with the hole. "I'm glad you like it," the pot replied. With a big smile, he went about his task of watering the flowers that lined the side of the path. The end.